Hey guys, welcome back to Front Seat Driver. My name is Jason, and as you can see, it is another beautiful day in the great state of Texas. Justin, Horsepower says, buddy, you gotta move down here, buddy. We need you. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Anyway, today in our video, we are gonna talk about the difference between washing your car with ceramic coating and washing your car without ceramic coating, what kind of difference it actually makes. But the other more important topic today is going to also be Xpel. I've got Xpel on both of my cars, and I'm going to show you the difference between what I consider mediocre installation and fantastic installation. And it really does make a difference, and we're going to take a look at that in just a little bit. Anyway, stay tuned. Hey guys, real quick before we get started on this video, I want to ask that you would hit that like button, and if you would, leave a comment on the video and tell me what you think. Things like that are very important to YouTube's algorithm to help keep this video in rotation. And thanks to my friend Justin over at Horsepower Obsessed for mentioning the fact that I need to add stuff like this to the video. And if you like this, please go ahead and hit subscribe and get all of the latest videos that we have coming out. Anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. All right, guys, real quick, let's take a look at Xpel, because this is one of the issues that I've had with this car. And overall, I mean, I'm still pleased, and I do not regret having gotten it. But when they installed it, there's a few areas like this right here. I don't know if you can see that dirt that's in there. They did not seal it down properly or trim it so that it would not create that air bubble. There's some little bubbling underneath here. I don't know if you can see that, where it's not adhering properly. And so there was a few air bubbles, and I can't really see them in, it's getting kind of dark, but underneath it, I did leave it out in the sun after to kind of help get those air bubbles out, but they are still there. But as you can see on this side as well, there is another air pocket to collect dirt, and it just does not look good. So those are the biggest issues that I've had with this. However, if you look over here at the Corvette, this thing has been installed flawlessly. There are no air bubbles that I could find anywhere. There's no little bubbles underneath here as well, the little fish mouths. And on my last Corvette, they did a really good job, but I did find a few of those. But I still think that they did a great job as well. I did like 90% of that car. But they did a good job wrapping underneath the seams. And I will say, this has to be a lot harder to do than the Lamborghini. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, let me know. But one other thing I wanted to show you too is, as good as Xpel is, when you're doing the proper speed limit of 55 with other Lamborghinis, you could still get a chip, as you can see there, because there's nothing that you can really do on a weak spot like that, and that has absolutely nothing to do with the installation. I want to say there was another problem I had with my installation, and it was more of a price issue. I was given one price to install the stripes from one company. They were friends, they were working in tandem, and another price to install the Xpel. Well, initially they were going to put the stripes on top of the Xpel. Then they switched it to, no, we need to put it underneath because the stripes won't stick. Well, I've been told by a lot of people that's not true. It actually works better with the stripes on top of the Xpel because it'll adhere better. But that's neither here nor there. Number one, the stripes are wrong. And I really wanted the stripes on top, but the stripes are actually wrong. It's supposed to be green, white, red, not red, white, green. But I take full blame on that because that was my fault. I sent a photo, I was in a hurry. They put them the way I told them to, so I can't blame them for that. But had they put these stripes on the top, we could have easily just peeled them off and reversed it. But since they were already installed before the Xpel, it didn't work out so well. So the next issue that I had though, is we had discussed the price, and it was neither, it didn't matter if it was going to go with the stripes on before, or the stripes on after. But then he ended up charging me about $250 more than the initial price. So I'm not going to tell you what company it was, but I just can tell you I won't use them again. All right, guys, we're running out of daylight, so let's get these cars inside, let's get them washed, and let's check out the difference between ceramic coating and a non-ceramic coated car. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started washing, and I'm going to tell you how I wash my car. And if you saw my video a couple of years ago, you probably already know how I wash my cars, but I'm not a big fan of the 2-bucket method. I've been a fan of the 1-bucket method. However, I never reintroduce any new dirt into my bucket because I only use the 1 bucket, but I always have a whole bunch of microfiber towels, and I reuse those. I do not reuse those, let me clarify, every time. I use it, wash, throw it to the side, get a new cloth. So I usually do a few, like a section or so at a time, and then I swap out the cloth. I never put it back into the water, so I never reintroduce any dirt back into my water. So I think that's important. I know some people use a 2-bucket method and it's got a thing, I don't know. That's fine, I have no problem with that. It's just how I like to do mine. The other thing is that a lot of times I don't use the spray foam cannon in the beginning because honestly my cars are in the garage most of the time, so they're not really that dirty. So for me it's just an extra step that I don't feel is, for me, really necessary. But I do use Meguiar's Gold Class when I wash my cars. Now, one thing I do want to order, and I have to give Justin from Horsepower Obsessed, my good friend, a shout out about this, is there's a brush that he uses to clean the barrel of his wheels. I don't have that, and I will say I'm very lax on doing a good job of cleaning that. So I am going to be ordering that. So if you haven't seen Horsepower Obsessed video, I'll try to leave a link down in the description. Go check it out. It's a great job, but everything Justin does on YouTube always turns out great. He is a good friend of mine, so you know I got to give him that compliment. Anyway, let's get rolling. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started washing the Lambo. We're going to start with the Lambo because it does not have a ceramic coating. So once I get it washed a little bit, we're going to take a second and we're going to take a look at how it beads up. Then we're going to go ahead and finish it, and we're going to see how easy it is to dry without a ceramic coating. Then we'll move on to the Corvette, and let's see if there's a big difference between the two. Let's get moving. So as you can see, it actually does bead up pretty good, considering. And I haven't done any kind of wax or anything like that to it, but it's not bad. But what I'm more curious to see is how it's going to look, or how easy it's going to dry off. I don't know about you guys, but I like to use my Ryobi leaf blower to dry my car. But let's see how well the beads that are on here blow off, because that's really kind of the key for me when I'm drying my car. How quick I can get it done is how easy I can get all the water to actually leave my vehicle. So as you can see, there's still a whole lot of water left on the roof. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on a time lapse and go ahead and try to get the rest of this thing dry. But I will tell you, I don't think, because it's not ceramic coated, it does not blow the water off very quickly. It's still, for me, better than putting a towel in there and wiping it all down, but it's definitely time consuming. All right, so as you can see, there's still a fair amount of water left up on here that I still have to go back with a towel and dry off. Now, I'm not gonna say I don't think it's worth it, because I do, but this is basically what you have if you don't have a ceramic coating. So we're gonna see what happens later. Let's go ahead and finish drying this off, and then we'll move on to the Corvette. Ooh, look at all that water falling in there. But man, look, I know a lot of people aren't a fan of the Lambo on my channel, but I grew up with the Cannonball Run. It was always a dream of mine to own a Lamborghini. I didn't get a V12, I got the V10, because that's what I could afford. But at the same time, it to me is a huge accomplishment, and that's all I got to say. Anyway, I still love this car. I do hope other people do, but I get it if you don't. You're a Corvette guy, Corvette girl, I get it. But at the same time, I still love this car. And even though it won't be most of what's on my channel, I still have to feature it once in a while because I did buy it and I do like to show it off because I actually love the car. All right, boys, we've got the Corvette in the garage. Let's get this thing cleaned. All right, guys, so the biggest point of the ceramic coating is to prevent water from basically sticking. It's to make it hydrophobic. Let's see how well this does. So the water runs off pretty quickly. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna go ahead and dry it, and let's see how quickly and easily it dries off. Just like we did on the Lambo, we're gonna do it on the Corvette. Let's see if the water comes off quicker. So let's see what happens. So as you can see, the water just blows right off. I mean, it is an amazing night and day difference. The dirt doesn't stick to it. I will tell you, I don't wash this car very often because I don't normally drive it in the rain. In fact, I've never driven it in the rain, but I would. I just haven't. But since it's been ceramic coated, it stays where I can pretty much just wipe it off with some detail spray, and it's usually clean, except for my wheels because of the Brembo brakes. Those brake pads, they're not ceramic, so they definitely leave a lot of dust. I will probably have Cody ceramic coat the wheels because they make a big difference. They're always full of dust, especially the front brakes, obviously. The back brakes, obviously not as bad, but they always seem to have a lot of brake dust, and I'm hoping that if I can have these ceramic coated, then I might even get it where it's a little easier to clean them, because I will say that's my weak point. I don't do the greatest job on the wheels, but we're gonna work on that. But anyway, let's finish drying this off. Let's just see how much easier it is. So as you can see, the car is almost completely dry. I mean, it's not completely dry, but compared to what I did with was able to do with the Lamborghini, it's almost completely dry. And if I wanted to keep going with the leaf blower, I could get all of this water off without ever having to touch it with a washcloth, with a microfiber towel. So my suggestion is if you are interested in it, I would definitely do it. It's definitely worth the money to get it done. And like I said, I used Cody, which I found through my good friend Steve from Protective Dad Pranks. You guys know him. He's been in a ton of my videos. And he was the one that had it done at his. He had Cody do it, and I thought he did such an amazing job. I was like, wow, the Xpel looks great. The ceramic coating looks amazing. So anyway, I took my car to him, and I have no regrets. Another thing I want to show you, if you guys haven't seen the video, we added the XL fender flares on the front here from ACS Composite. I just can't say enough good stuff about it. I mean, it looks amazing. So much better than that plastic did. But anyway, that's basically it. I'm gonna finish drying this off and then we'll wrap up. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. If you made it this far, you're definitely a trooper. Probably the longest video I've ever made. But anyway, I wanna say thanks for watching. I hope every one of you has a wonderful week. Thanks for watching. Peace.